Helps as if I put myself on the screen there. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the channel. This is me today as Mr. Proudlock is working. Unless Lewis sees us and he wants to jump on. But we are reviewing the FA Cup game tomorrow between Newcastle and Man City. Draw. Obviously, we're reviewing the Man City game tomorrow in the FA Cup, and see 1, 2, 3, 5 times. That's how it Lewis. That's 5 times we're going to be playing Man City this season. That depends if we get through against Barcelona, and obviously we might have the chance of playing Man City for the 6th time in the Champions League. Just have to see what happens against Barcelona first. If you If you do like what you see, please hit that thumb up. If you subscribe, if you're new, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell for when you'll be notified for when the next show will be. And if you want to be a member, you can just join for the little price of 99p. So I obviously coming back after 2-1 win against Man U on Saturday. No points, sorry. I mean, hello, Jonathan. Thank you. Obviously, come back after that win against Man United on Wednesday. I didn't expect it, to be honest. Obviously Ramsey getting sent off, and obviously having the chance of with a couple of the chances Man U had to win the game, but they didn't look up to it on Wednesday night, and obviously it's down to their hopes of trying to sneak in to try and be in that last minute title race. Obviously Man City came off that 2-2 draw against Nottingham Forest on Wednesday night as well. Obviously certainly Mr. Eddie Hansen scored as well, which was surprising. So we just have to see what happens tomorrow. It'll be a tough game tomorrow, but we just have to see what happens. Obviously, they'll probably be rotating keepers tomorrow, obviously, because as you as well know, as everybody well knows, that James Trafford plays in the cup games, and obviously Donnarumma plays in the league games. So we just have to. Obviously, Trafford played out of his skin when we played these in the Carabao Cup not long ago. So no doubt he'll probably do the same tomorrow. Obviously, in players who are missing tomorrow, they are missing Max Aline. Max Aline, is it? I don't know his fucking squad number, yeah. What do I do? He's 68. Max Aline. So we miss Max Aline tomorrow. If any of you are new, if any of you like the cricket, his dad is Mark Aline, who played for Gloucester. He played for Gloucester in the cricket. They're missing obviously Guardiola and Kovacic, and well, the status Nico O'Reilly is a doubt, but I think it's been said today that he might be he could be. I think it was said this afternoon that he could be back. He'll be back tomorrow. I just on the ticker tape on Sky. I just have to double check. Obviously for Newcastle, we're missing Bruno, Kraft, Miley, Ramsey, and Shaw. Obviously, CSV are questionable. There's rumours Tino will be back tomorrow. Tonali, obviously, CSV had Tonali for some reason. Obviously Voldemort, but Voldemort will be back. It's been said that Voldemort will be okay for tomorrow. Hope Holland does not score does not play missing. He probably will, but he doesn't have a good record up here anyways. He doesn't have a good record since he first played since he first signed for Man City, and obviously when he scored up here in the 3-3 draw. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola says Nico O'Reilly could return for the FA Cup. So it's saying on Sky Sports that he could return tomorrow, so we'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't, because of scoring fucking twice 2 weeks ago. And he was playing in midfield. And then obviously seeing the quality modern contention of face Man City after recovering from illness, but it just said on Sky Sports Tino O'Reilly out tomorrow. But it was a couple of rumours that he could be back tomorrow, but Sky is saying that he's going to be missing tomorrow. He's working, Jonathan. No, he's working. So it's just me because Proudlock's working. By the way, there's no fan cams tomorrow. Proudlock is away for the weekend with his pals. So just a little heads up, there'll be no fan cams fan reactions after the game tomorrow, because Proudlock is away in. Well, I hope Peter isn't watching, but he'll be bumming off Gallant and Nottingham this weekend. He'll be bumming off. Peter's going to be bumming off Paul Gallant this weekend and Nottingham with his pals. So that is that. For the injuries. And a little heads up, there'll be no fan reactions tomorrow. Because Peter is bumming Gallant and Nottingham. And the referee is Sam Akana, Jonathan. Akana, because I don't have the stuff for Peter has to edit the stuff. And the referee is Sam Barrett from Sheffield. So obviously we played them a couple of weeks ago in the Christmas Suite, sorry. We played obviously the last 3 games, the 4 games this season. Obviously Man City won 2-1 2 weeks ago. Man City won 3-1 at the start of February. And obviously Man City won 2-0 in the Carabao Cup first leg. And obviously we beat them 2-1 at the end of November. Players to watch out for tomorrow. Well, sorry William, I didn't see your comment. Have you seen the rumours about Tino leaving at the end of the season in Man City? I've seen them. But the fact is, the fact is with that, Matthias Nunes actually does a decent. He's all right back. That's the thing. But if he's wanting a proper right back, it's concerning. We'll just have to see what happens. Just hopefully we don't have another saga what happened last time with friggin' Isaac. But it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Isaac, to be honest, William. But hope you're doing well. William. I don't know, Jonathan, how Ella's doing. It was only them fucking stuff she does before the game, like Kelsey Bailey. Christ. I'm dreading tomorrow though, before the game, just in case fucking come up and ask us. Obviously for Newcastle, the momentum will be up, especially for what happened on Wednesday. And the fact is as well, we'll want to have a decent cup run, and this is the last opportunity of getting that cup run. So I don't see why we can't have a decent cup run. We just have to see. What happens. But hopefully, I think we need this. I think, to be honest, if Voldemort isn't probably fit tomorrow, and fully fit. I would start Osula. Osula in the model, because with the cameo he played. Yes, doing well, thanks for and just trying to get back to a game as soon as possible. Talk great like bad anxiety. I hope you get better soon. I'm one who suffers with anxiety as well, but the fact is with me that going to games helps me a lot. I'm in the same boat, but to be honest, I'm in the same boat, William. But the fact is, the anxiety helps me with the football. The football does help me going to football games and seeing like the people who want to know the games and all helps me a lot. But the anxiety creeps back up if anything dodgy happens, and we bottle stuff and all that in games. But I am in the same boat, William, and hope we get better soon. The fact is, when Newcastle tomorrow, we should be starting Osula, because the reason is that cameo on Wednesday will boost his confidence, and the fact is we haven't seen any ball, William. The fact is as well, if he gets to run the games that he needs, then we never know what could happen. So and hello to David Geeman as well. Hope doing well. Don't know. Apologies, that's me brother. That was me brother shouting for us because he is going away for the weekend. With his mates. So nothing much to talk about. Other than that, we'll probably there'll be. I can't see any changes tomorrow, but obviously with Ramsey being suspended tomorrow, and obviously with it's all that having the confidence and all that, obviously from Wednesday night, you'll want to start tomorrow. So we just have to try and boost his confidence and running for the rest of the season. Some of the players to watch out for Man City tomorrow. Obviously, they did obviously decide Semenyo. Kovacic is Ramsey suspended for the next league. Suspended or just the next league. So Ramsey is suspended, but he'll be back for Chelsea. He'll be back for the Chelsea game. So he'll be back for Barcelona. And Barcelona and Chelsea. It's this Saturday where he'll be missing. Obviously, Marmoush likes to score goals. Obviously, Cherky, Doku. Obviously, the team's just there for you. The team's just there for you, man. Honestly, I've never had a team like it. So I try. Ramsey's just suspended for tomorrow, but he'll be back for the Barcelona game. So I'm just having a squeeze. We'll go into the lineup soon. Because it'd be fairly straightforward. Will you be doing the live fan reaction show for the Chelsea game if Peter's at the game? Yes, I will be. That depends. if the club rings me again, offers me a ticket for the Chelsea game, because that's what happened for the Man City game. So far I'll be doing the fan reactions. That depends if I'll get offered a Chelsea ticket, because obviously I got offered a Man City ticket, but just have to see if I get offered a Chelsea ticket and that Chelsea ticket before then. We'll have to see what happens next Thursday, because they tend to ring you like a couple of days before the game. Obviously they did with myself, obviously for the Man City game 2 weeks ago, which was I was shocked for going down, to be honest, but you just have to see what happens. But so far I am doing fan reactions. That depends if I don't get offered a ticket for the Man City game, not Man City, Chelsea game. Because I'm a lucky bastard. I've been a lucky bastard because I've been on 2 away games in the space of a week. But so far I am doing a few reactions. That depends if I get it. That depends if I get offered a ticket for the Chelsea game. Hello, Andrew. Hope you are well, and hope the dogs are well as well. Hope the dogs are doing well as well. Obviously that Chelsea game will be interesting to see what happens, because they've had a hit and miss time lately, obviously with changing managers, and obviously with Rosenior coming in, who hasn't had much Premier League experience, apart from league. I know he's had experience in Europe and all that, but he's only had experience in the Championship, and obviously experience in France. So yeah, anything else I mentioned before we go on to the lineup? I can't think of anything that I can't think of anything else to mention, apart from obviously we went through who they're missing and all that, and obviously because the fact is, because we played Man City 5 times this season, and I don't know what to say, because we played them 5 times in that since the end of November. Which is bizarre. We probably would have 3 times with Chelsea. 4 times if we had Chelsea. So we'd had twice. So we would have played Man City 5 times with Chelsea 4. So go into the lineup soon. By the way, I'm gonna give you a little question. Well, you don't know who I'll want to score for Man City tomorrow anyway, so you'll probably not who else want to score for Man City tomorrow. Peter knows who I want to score for Manchester City tomorrow. So we'll go into the lineup soon. Actually, I'll look up Man City's last lineup against Nottingham Forest on Wednesday. So they played Donnarumma, Nunes, Diaz, Gay, Nuri, Rodri, Foden, Silva, Xhaka, Haaland, and Semenyo. And the subs were Trafford, Reinders, Stones, Ake, Marmoush, Doku, Gonzalez, Savinho, and Kuznov. I can't see the Man City team, I can't see Man City changing that team tomorrow. That depends, apart from Trafford, but that when we normally play, obviously it'll be disappointing. Well, to be honest, it'll be disappointing of getting that. To be getting the point against Nottingham Forest, with the way Nottingham Forest have been playing this season. But the fact is they'll probably change it up tomorrow. because of getting that point, and obviously the only player I can see getting changing positions is the keeper. So we'll dip into the lineup now. Right, you can join in. You can put in your lineups as well. So we'll start with, and to be honest, you had a decent game on Wednesday night, Ramsdale. If we had still had Pope playing on Wednesday, we probably got beat. And with performance, Ramsdale put in his own drop. You cannot drop him. You literally cannot drop him. So I would start Ramsdale. I would give Trippier a rest tomorrow, and I would bring in. I want the City who played last season's final to play with dreadful that day. Yeah, they were. Well, they were hungover because obviously they'd won the league the following week. So hopefully they do tomorrow, Trevor. The fact is, hello Nathan. The fact is with Gordon, though, he had a couple of decent runs, but Osula did more than him in the game, and Osula wasn't on. Osula was only on for 10 minutes. Hello, pick up, I hope you're doing well. That's why I would start Osula, because Osula did more in the 10 minutes than Gordon did, and I scored the penalty and all that. But still, we hope you done well, Nathan. I would start this lad tomorrow. Give Trippier a rest because we do play Barcelona on Tuesday night, and obviously we've got Chelsea a week tomorrow. So I would start Sahar. Centre backs. Obviously I'll start Chow, and I would start Botman. I'll start Botman as well, and I'll give Hall a rest tomorrow as well. I would actually start Alex Murphy tomorrow. I'll start Alex Murphy tomorrow. So that's my back four: Shahar, Chow, Botman, and Murphy. Because Murphy did well against Karabag last week, and I know it's Man City, but I would give him a run out tomorrow. The same with Shahar. I wonder if he'll play Osula on Saturday and give Wicks a 25 minutes goal and maybe even be on the bench. That's not a fair shout, that, Dave. That's not a bad fair shout. But just have to see what happens. And the fact you start going on, I would like to see that Osula start about and give Wicks like 25 minutes. So what was the formation? I'm going to look at the formation on there. A new formation. Getting up the formation, what I played on there. Wednesday. That was a 4-3-3. It was a 4-3-3. So in the midfield, I would start Tonali. That's if he's fully fit. Joe Linton. And this is an interesting one because obviously Ramsey's suspended. Ramsey's suspended a matter. I think you'll start. I'll comment quickly. Hi Mason, how are you? Start Ramsey and go for it. We shall start for Newcastle. Versus Man City is win for Newcastle United now. Barnes will start. You only had 45 minutes versus Man U. Yeah, you probably will. You probably will. And I think you'll start. I think you'll start. I think you'll play Willock tomorrow. Obviously, with Ramsey being suspended. And the front three, I'll have Jordan Tonali, Willock from Nathan. So the front three will be Harvey Barnes, William Osula, and Anthony Elanga. So that's my Barnes being offered recently. He's due a goal. He's due a goal. He's due a goal. He's due a good game. I think he's tired. I think he's got bit. I think he gets bits of fatigue at times. So hopefully he can play like what he did against Man City at the end of November. If we do, then we might have a chance of winning tomorrow. But we just have to see what happens first tomorrow, though. So we've got a 4-3-3. Ramsdale in goal, Shaw, Chow, Botman, and Murphy. Midfield three of Sandro, Joelinton, and Willock, and the front three of Barnes, Osula, and Elanga. Elanga's a good shout. You may need to run a fixtures. There's something there in him. Just not sure he's long term for us. The fact is with Elanga, right? I liked him when he was playing for Nottingham Forest last season, and that bit of the season previous, obviously, for when he was with for when Nuno got the job, when he replaced Steve Cooper. I think we've got I think there is a player in him, but I think it's. But the fact is with Elanga, it's a team, and he's played in the Premier League for ever since he put pro with Man United. I think it's happened with a couple of players. I've seen it with, obviously with Swansea and all that. I've seen it with a couple of. Obviously, I'll go. Everybody knows I'll go and watch Gates and the Shields when I kind of go to Newcastle or Swansea games. And the fact is, I see it all the time with players. This season, just bed them in, and then next season, and then next season, and then next season they'll kick on. I think that's what's happening with Elanga. I know he's got the Premier League. I know he's Premier League proven, but I think he's just settling in at the minute. Settling in, and then obviously next season you will kick on. Jordan Tonali, Joe Willock, Harvey Barnes, Anthony Elanga, and Nick Foster behind him. He's so tough front running through Newcastle United now. My predicted lineup is Ramsdale, Trippier, Chow, Botman, Hall, Tonali, Joelinton, Barnes, Waltermore, Gordon, and Sula from William. Wow, he's putting Waltermore Gates on decent one. Hopefully it's not too late, and hopefully they can't Trevor. And they're with Solihull mother. Call me crazy, but could we see Lewis holding Leicester in the middle with Alex and Dan on the left back? You're not crazy there. That's a good shout. That's a good shout there, Nathan, because Man City do it with O'Reilly. But the fact is with EddieHowe, he keeps him as left back all the time. That's not a bad shout, that, like, Nathan. That's not a bad shout, that. Because he started out as a midfielder at Chelsea when he got moved to the left back on the Green Potter. But Nico O'Reilly's the same. When he scored the double games just a couple of weeks ago, he was playing as a left centre mid. But that's not a bad shout. That I wouldn't mind putting him at left centre mid. But can you see EddieHowe putting him there? No. I like bringing Hall in for this one, 45 minutes or 55, and you replace him with the centre mid battle is huge. It most certainly is. Obviously their midfielders have got Reinders. Obviously Kovacic is out injured tomorrow. Gonzalez, who doesn't get a game. Obviously Rodri. Let's say, but Rodri the better. Wow. And I hasn't been the same since his ACL injury last season, but still. Bernardo Silva can play there. Matthias Nunes, but he plays more right back now. So, and obviously, I know they've got a couple of they had Calvin Phillips as well. Let's see, put him to better as well. He's fucking out. He hasn't been the same player since he left fucking Leeds. What? So that's my. I will go. We're dipping into my score prediction soon. Actually, I need to put mine in. Okay. So I've just put my score prediction in for tomorrow. You can stop. You can stop putting your score predictions in if you want. Score predictions in if you want to. But it'll be an interesting game tomorrow. I'm there tomorrow. But Proudlock's not because he's wanking off Gallant tomorrow and not none of his mates. If any of you are, or if any of you have joined. So yeah, you don't know my score predictions. How about Trevor? Spill the beans. Spill the beans and get out your score prediction as well. Bring mine up. We can win this one from Daddy Command. Hopefully, I know that we'll beat them at the start of November. Hopefully we can. But I know they gave up here at the start of January and obviously won 2-0, but we did play poor. But hopefully we can learn from that game and obviously from the game in November in the leagues, and hopefully we can try and win it tomorrow. So this is my score prediction for tomorrow. Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1. My goal scorer for Man City is obviously Marquis. I think Marquis will score tomorrow, and for Newcastle, I think Barnes will get one and the two will get one. Because the two has now got the momentum coming from Wednesday night's game. So yeah. We can win, but I predict a 4-0 loss. Fucking hell, Trevor. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Wow. Trevor. But the fact is as well, you will have William says to win Newcastle even with me. But the fact is, Trevor, with Man City obviously not getting the result against Tottenham Forest on Wednesday night, and obviously we get the win, we'll have no more the optimistic of trying to win the game, and obviously they'll hopefully this is the start of a little Arsenal are going to win the league. I think they will now. But wow, 4-0. Andrew's went 2-0 win, bet you were playing. I'm surprised it's not at 7-0, Andrew, because you always like to go for a 7-0. But 4-0, fucking hell. 4 fucking 0. We'll go for another 5 minutes, and we'll go on for another 5 minutes. 2-0 win, bet you were paid for one. Oh God. I'm generally shocked you haven't went with your 7-0, because I was waiting for your 7-0, to be honest, Andrew. And I've had an ads Man City, but still. Well, I'd be massive. What pisses me off tomorrow is the game's an 8 o'clock kick-off on a Saturday. I'm now why they get. I know we played New York a lot when we played Man City 2 weeks ago and all that, because obviously because more rest and all that. But still, an 8 o'clock on a Saturday night, just an absolute piss take. I know I could have a lie in the morning, but still, but It's just a fucking farce how 8:15 on a fucking midweeker, and then obviously 8 o'clock on a Saturday. I mean, these telecompanies never learn. These never learn. These telecompanies, like, that's me a little rant. We moan. But that's everything that I've covered basically. Obviously we'll be back tonight, back tonight at 8 o'clock. With who let the mags out. Obviously with me and Peter. Chipperfield isn't on because he is at work. He's waiting till 10 o'clock tonight. So you can jump on at 8 o'clock. We'll have a right good laugh. We'll have a right good laugh tonight. Just before you go, if you've liked what you've seen, hit that thumb up. Subscribe if you already haven't, and if you are new, and hit that notification bell for when you'll be notified on the next show, which will be tonight at 8 o'clock. And if you want to be a member, you can join for a small amount of 99p. So we'll wrap it up there now. And always looking forward to Friday night show. It's a great laugh, nice one for the Deaf Information show. It's most thank you, Trevor. So we'll be back later on tonight at 8 o'clock, and I'll see you then. Take care, people. See you later.